Well, good morning, everyone. Time to rise and shine on this Wednesday. Thanks for joining us on Up with KREM. I'm Channing Curtis.
It's a wonderful Wednesday. I'm Tim Pham. It's wonderful because it is finally starting to feel like spring, summer. You take your pick. And we're channeling the warm vibes this morning. And so is meteorologist Thomas Patrick. He's in on the yellow fun today because it is going to be another beautiful day here, right, Thomas?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yesterday was fantastic, and it's only going to get warmer and warmer from here. Let me give you a little insight. I was looking at some of the wording that our chief meteorologist, Jeremy Legou, had from yesterday. He called this upcoming weekend hot, which is 78 degrees is what's forecasted. Now, is that hot to you? I think that's very warm for me, but it might feel hot by comparison. We'll let you all decide when we get there. Yesterday was 61. It felt fantastic. Today, while the observation says cloudy, it's because there's a deck of cirrus clouds in the upper atmosphere, but the sunshine's still getting through that. So we'll call it filtered sunshine today, but our temperatures are not filtered. They will be in the upper 60s today. Just got to wait a couple more days to get to that 70-degree mark.
New overnight, the Department of Defense confirmed the ISIS leader behind the 2021 suicide bombing at an Afghanistan airport was killed.
Now, that attack killed 13 U.S. service members and 170 Afghans, wounding hundreds more. The leader was killed during a battle against the Taliban. U.S. officials learned of the ISIS leader's death just weeks ago, but not from the Taliban. Instead, officials made the determination from their own intelligence gathering. The families of those service members who were killed were among the first to learn that the ISIS leader was killed.
Nothing's going to bring Taylor back, and we understand that. We get that. He set his legacy, and nothing's going to take that away. I don't care who it was that killed him. It's one less terrorist that we have to worry about.
Now, the U.S. is not releasing the name of the person behind the attack, and Pentagon officials say the U.S. was not involved in the Taliban operation that killed him.
7:03 here. It's officially less than 2 months away now from the preliminary hearing for Bryan Kohberger. He's accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students last year. Right now, one of the surviving roommates is fighting a subpoena to help in the defense's case for the alleged murderer. Nicole Hernandez has been covering this for months now. She's live in the newsroom to explain why she would have to testify in favor of the defense. Nicole.
So Bryan Kohberger's defense attorney says the roommate has information that could be important in the case. So the court sent her a subpoena asking her to be in court on June 28th, the third day of Kohberger's preliminary hearing. She is one of 2 surviving roommates. One of the roommates saw someone in the house the night of the murders, and the other saw her roommates just outside their house just hours before the murder. The defense is calling on the one who saw her roommates outside. Court documents show the defense says the roommate has, quote, information material to the charges against Mr. Kohberger, and portions of information she has is exculpatory to the defendant. Exculpatory means information that could help clear Kohberger's name. The roommate's attorney says she does not have any more information that could be helpful to the defense. The lawyer also says there's no official documents that show the roommate as a material witness in the grand jury investigation. Now, we did talk to a Seattle lawyer about what's happening here, and he says both sides have some legitimacy.
The position of the defense is that this person may have information that is material to the defense. They're not saying conclusively that this person does. They're saying they may have. So, to me, the difference between may and will have is a big distinction.
So that preliminary hearing starts on June 25th. In the newsroom, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.
Assault weapons now officially banned in the state of Washington.
Now, the ban is just one of 3 new laws that Governor Jay Inslee signed yesterday. The laws ban dozens of specific firearm models and many semi-automatic guns that meet certain criteria from being sold or imported in the state. The legislation applies to all future sales. Gun owners who already own one will not be impacted by this law, though. The ban does allow for some exceptions for law enforcement and military use.
These weapons of war, assault weapons, have no reason other than mass murder. Their only purpose is to kill humans as rapidly as possible in large numbers. And I will say this, AR-15s should not be idolized, they should be prohibited, and that's what we're doing today.
Now, the new ban went into effect immediately. Yesterday, gun shop owners had to take some of their inventory into the back.
A lot lot of concern on behalf of a lot of our staff of what that looks like going forward, but then also how secure all of our jobs are, mine included, you know, and our hope is that we can carve out a new niche for ourselves. It's not going to be easy because it's almost like starting over again.
Now, the bill also allows gun shops and manufacturers to sell some inventory to qualified out-of-state clients for the next 90 days.
This ban on assault weapons is already being challenged in federal court. A group called the Second Amendment Foundation says the ban is unconstitutional and believe it will not hold up, a move that many gun supporters and retailers are backing up.
What people are concerned about is that, okay, so they got this through on the black rifles. Is it our hunting rifles? Are they next? Is our handguns going to be coming next?
The lawsuit alleges the assault weapons ban oversteps a person's Second and 14th Amendment rights. It also asks the court for a preliminary injunction. Washington State Attorney General Bob Ferguson says he does not see it that way.
We haven't lost a case yet against the NRA or the Second Amendment Foundation. They've challenged common sense gun reform in the state. My legal team is better than their legal team, and I'm confident we'll win again.
Washington joins 10 other states in banning assault weapons.
It is 7:07 right now. Let's take a look at your morning rush. More news in less time. The Washington State Patrol is warning people this morning not to fall for a phone scam. The agency says scammers are now using numbers associated with the State Patrol. The scammers claim that they're troopers seeking personal information for an investigation. If you receive a call like this, WSP says that you should just hang up. They also say they will never ask for your personal or financial information. A Spokane County Sheriff's deputy will not face any criminal charges for shooting a man in a SWAT standoff last March. Now, this all happened when the deputy tried to arrest 56-year-old Stephen Haley last March. Haley had allegedly taken several hostages at a Liberty Lake home, leading to an hours-long standoff. When Haley walked out of the home, he refused to drop his gun, and the deputy fired. Haley ultimately survived the shooting and is now facing several felony charges. Today, jury deliberations begin in the Proud Boys January 6th sedition trial. One of the defendants, Ethan Nordine, is from Washington. The defense blames former President Trump for riling up his supporters on January 6th. The prosecutors say that the Proud Boys wanted to be, quote, Donald Trump's army.